Hello, hello. If you are watching this, that means that you have decided to join the world of Seint makeup. And I don't blame you because back in October of last year, I was in the same boat as you. So welcome. This is going to be a tutorial of how to apply the makeup. There are many different ways that some people do it if you've seen it different ways. This is what works for me. So you are welcome to modify it to what's comfortable for you, but this is just kind of like a guideline for you. I am 39 years old. I will be 40 in August. And so I have damaged skin. And so I already started putting my demi colors on, which is the color correcting. And I kind of stopped myself and thought this is a great opportunity to do this. So, here, first thing I put on underneath my eyes is the purple, and that does help with, under the eye bags. I have lots of them, no matter what kind of eye cream I use, no matter what I do, I have them. So I just use my finger, and I keep a wipe or a cotton round nearby to wipe off my finger because I do use my hands. You are welcome to use a brush. I have one as well. And you never want to smear any makeup on. You want to pat it on. And before you even start, I do suggest getting a good makeup primer. There are plenty of them out there, and it's so hard to choose. I have two myself that I really like to use. I use the NYX Plump Right Back. It has electrolytes and it has plumping serum and primer in it. This has been my go-to. But I'm a BoxyCharm member, and I just got my BoxyCharm yesterday, and they sent me a Tula one that I'm actually trying out today. And it's called Brighten Up. So we're going to see how this works, but always put it on. Give it 5 minutes. Give your face 5 minutes to absorb that primer. And like I said before, don't smear it on. Everything should be patted on. So when I put it on, I pat. I pat. There are some spots where I try to blend it in, but don't press on it. The goal is not to pull your skin at all, because as aging women that we are, and gravity is not our friend, we get wrinkles, we get sagging skin, and we don't want that, right? I've noticed a big difference in the past couple years. So I talk a lot, sorry. So pat it on. Okay, and you kind of already see that I have these little eye patches on. And then I also have sunspots on my forehead and on my face where I kind of already have the colors. And the oranges are designed for those skin spots and acne scars. So I definitely use those a lot. I have some acne scars down here because I have a T-zone here. And so I just use any of the oranges, and I just go, and here's one right here. Great example right here. I just dab it on. Because ultimately this is 3D makeup, basically. But what that is different, different colors, different layers that all blend together at one time. And it's been fantastic. Let me tell you, I'm obsessed with makeup, and I have always loved makeup. And I have tried everything. I used to be a big MAC girl, and then I went from, I had Kylie Jenner, and I found this, and I trusted my really good friend, and I'm so glad that I did. So you just want to tap it on there, and less is more. You don't need that much. This is going to last you a long time if you're not caking it on. And if you feel you're caking it on and it's smearing everywhere, it is too much. But that is based off of your personal face. And what you're trying to essentially conceal. So once I have that done, I wipe it off. It's also important to wash your brushes at least once a week. I use Dawn dish soap. It works wonders. Nothing fancy. You don't have to do that. Next up is my palette. There are smaller palettes that you can start with. And for reference, this is the smaller palette. This is the collection 4 that everyone usually starts off with, just to get the face foundation. And it holds 4 tins, 4 full-size tins, or it holds 8 eyeshadows, which we'll get an eyeshadow later on. This is just to apply the makeup. So this will hold 4. You'll get this, and you'll also get your brush. Now mine's a little dirty. I haven't washed it this week, but you'll get this, and 4 tins in the collection 4, and that's a really good starter set for you. If you want to go all in, we can totally do that in another video. But I have the expanded one because I have moved on from that one. So I use that as a reference. And so I have mine split. I have my shadows. I have my foundations and my illuminators. And I have my blushes and my bronzer. We are going to start with our foundation and our highlight and our illuminator. And I use... this is amber, which is quite common. It's good for olive skin tones, a little bit of redness, but I do have olive skin tone. And the beauty part of this is when you are going through the seasons throughout the year, more sun, less sun, you can totally interchange two colors and blend them together to get the correct fit instead of having to buy a whole new foundation, right? I can't even tell you how many times I've done that. So that is my foundation. This is my highlight. And that one is Moonlit, which is one of my favorites. I also use it for a concealer. I do use my fingers for this part. There are some parts that I don't and some parts that I do. This is one that I do. And I do use Moonlit, and I use it on my eyelids because it's kind of be a concealer primer for my eyeshadow for the next step. But I prime my whole face together, and you still just want to dab it. Like I said before, less is more. I'm basically just dabbing into here and just putting it on my eyelid. It does not have to be perfect. You can look like a clown. You can look crazy. That's the whole idea, guys. And when I have extra product, I end up putting it in other places. Just make sure that I am using it all up and not wiping it all on my cotton round. I also use it down here underneath my lip. Anywhere that you feel like you need to conceal lighter areas, just other areas in your eyes, your face. I do my lip, my nose, and I do up here on my eyebrow, above my eyebrow. I have a mirror next to the camera here, guys, like that. And let's just use the rest of it here. Okay. And then I do my foundation, and I do some bigger spots around my face, staying away from my cheekbone because we are going to contour and blush. So I just dab some around here because it's all going to blend in. Okay. And if you're going along as you're watching this, you can feel free to pause and get ready for the next step or rewind, whatever you need to do. This is exactly how I learned. And I'm going to put some here, and here. Okay. Like I said, I'm patting this on. I am not in any way digging it out with a brush or putting a bunch of product on my finger where it's like caked. I mean, it's barely like, you know what I mean? Less is more, guys. So wipe that off. And then for contour, you can do this one of two ways. There are people that don't prefer contour. They don't want the bronzer kind of look or like that, or they just want blush. This is up to you. I do both, so I'm going to show you how I do it. And one second. Okay, so this is how we do this. And I go to my bronzer. I have one in here. I do have my artist kit. Don't have everything in here yet, but this is what I use for my personal makeup. And this one is a little bit thicker than the foundation and the concealer makeup, so it does feel a little bit more stickier. But I run my finger along here, and then when you put it on, right, you want to put it on your cheekbone, in the center of your cheekbone, and you want to go up, because we are defying gravity, right, guys? We don't want to add to it. So when I'm doing that, I am going up. And sometimes I gotta do double to get it all on there. Same with the other side. There. And then our nose, put a little on each side, like this. Yeah. And then the other spot, basically it's where the sun kisses you. So on your cheekbones, on my forehead, up here, my nose, and then a little dab there. See? We are getting our roadmap here. My second one is my blush, and it's up to you for your colors. My contour color, for those want to know, is ash. We have many different ones you can pick and choose from depending on how dark you want it to be. And then when we do a color match for you, there'll be a highlight, a foundation, a blush, and a contour in that palette for you that we customize to your skin tone. That kind of all goes together, so you won't have to choose 4 different ones. You just how you sent me your picture, and then we sent it over to you. But that's where it gets fun, where you can buy more in different colors. And this is pink grapefruit. And then the other one that I have in here, I have not used yet. It is our newest one. It's called Tiger Lily. And it's a little bit more peachy. I like to use the rosy color, so I'm going to use this one today. We also use these as lip colors. I don't use lip colors too much. I usually use chapstick, but it's a 2-for-1, so it's lip and cheek. So again, this one's very creamy, so you want to dab that, and I put it right on the apples of my cheeks. See how it goes a very long way. And then at the tip of my nose, always. Okay, so now that we have all of our colors on, we are going to blend. And this is the fun part. So like I said, you're not going to sit there and run the brush along your face hard. The whole point is to lightly tap it on and blend together. We call it stippling. You want to get that where it doesn't look cakey. So I start on my chin and start blending in. And I'm barely applying any pressure, just enough to blend. You can already start to see everything blending in. I literally became so obsessed with this makeup because I had makeup that would come off my face, would sweat off throughout the day. No matter if I had a setting spray or not, it wasn't working. This has been the only thing that really works for me, and I love it. I even go over my eyebrows because I do draw them back on. And we do have a brow wax, but like I said, this is just going to be your foundation tutorial. So there we are. We are blended. So if you look back and you look at yourself and you're like, okay, I think I need a few more spots, you are more than welcome to go back in and add more of those. So I am going to add a little bit more here. Here. And then I'm going to blend that back in. So super simple, super easy. You always want to make sure it's even. You don't have any more streaks left over. Everything is blended in. You can't see the blotches of the color, and you don't see, especially in the corners of your eyes, you don't see little lines where you missed, because I have aging skin. So voila, there you are. I don't have a before and after picture to show right now, but you guys saw me before, and there you are. So now at this point, I would do my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, my liners, my mascara, and I put on setting powder, which I do not, we do have a setting powder here. Haven't used it yet. I'm still working on that, but I do have my own from House Labs. And I'm not going to put it on right now because I'm not done yet. I wait till I'm completely done with everything, because if I'm doing my eyeshadow and something gets messed up, I'm going to blotch it back on with my brush and make sure there's no spots. and then pick a good setting spray. I'm using up my Kylie Jenner one that I have. That one works well, or there's Urban Decay that I love too. This one too, you stipple, and I do my forehead normally, and I do my chin, because everywhere else already has makeup on it, and sometimes underneath my eyes to make sure that is set in, and I'm ready for the day. Usually that can take about maybe 10 minutes to get all that done and out the door. And guys, I swear to you, I have been in warmer weather with it. I have worked, just, it's very durable. It lasts a long time. And the best part is you can customize it. So you start off with your initial palette, your initial collection, and then you just get really excited over it. And then you can buy the bigger palettes in different colors and play around with it. And then once you get comfortable with it, you can start building your own palettes, because we all know that when we get palettes from somewhere, we get, you see it. Here's my prime example I got last year. You see it and you're like, oh, I love those colors. But see, I only used 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 of these colors. The rest of them, not for me. So why I wouldn't want to buy a palette and have those, and then I can customize my own, and you can tell that I use all of these. Not every day, but you know what I mean? So it's really fun. It's customizable. Again, welcome to Seint. Welcome to, being the world of my customer. You're going to love it here, and I'm always here for questions. And let me know what you think. Bye-bye.